Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here. Today I'm back for episode number 23 of my Pittsburgh Pirates franchise series here on MLB 17 The Show. So we're back for the National League Division Series. We're taking on the San Francisco Giants, who defeated the Chicago Cubs in the National League wildcard game. Take a look at the box score from that game. It was a 4-2 victory for the Giants. Bumgarner looking pretty sharp, 8 strikeouts in 7 innings. Arrieta did not fare quite so well for Chicago. So this is the San Francisco team we're going to be facing. And of course, two key names, Andrew McCutchen and Josh Harrison, of course, both were a part of that big trade we made with the Giants in the offseason. Take a look at how they did this past year. Harrison definitely had a down year for him, only 1.3 WAR. A lot of that was due to the fact that he had to play shortstop, which is not his best defensive position, so his defensive metrics were not very good. McCutchen had a very good year, though. He had an OBP over 400, 4.6 WAR, so very good season out of him. Of course, we had the, MVP-esque sort of season out of Brandon Crawford, so hard to be mad at that trade. But as you can see, through games 1, 2, and 3, we've got a 2-1 series lead. It was a big 7-0 win in Game 3 here for Pittsburgh in San Francisco. Huge performance out of Ivan Nova. He went 7 shutout innings, and you can see the San Francisco box score right here. Let's get to the pitching. And there you saw it, Nova, 7 shutout innings. So big performance at him. We've got Game 4 coming up. A chance for the Pirates to move on to the NLCS for the 2nd straight year. We lead this series 2-1. Game 4 will be at AT&T Park here from the Bay. Take a look at how the first few games of the series went. Games 1 and 2 were a battle of the bullpens, but Game 3 was all about Ivan Nova's shutdown performance. Here is the Pirates starting lineup. Pretty standard stuff. Jeff Samardzija is going to be on the mound for the Giants. He had a very good year this year with a 3.03 ERA. So after Thames reached on a 2-out single, it's Granderson up. He is going to earn the walk. So a pair of guys on now for the Pirates in the top half of the first inning, as that puts 2 on and 2 out for Brandon Crawford up at the dish facing his old team in the playoffs. He gets on top of one, deep left center field, and gone. A no-doubter 3-run home run, and the Pirates jump out to an early 3-0 lead here in Game 4. Samardzija tried to beat Crawford with the high fastball. He actually throws pretty hard in this game. He can get that fastball up to 94, 95. I didn't quite realize he threw that hard in real life. I don't know if that's just not reflective of the real life Jeff Samardzija. I thought he sat more like low 90s, but anyway, Crawford got around on that one and took it the other way and took it into the left field bleachers right there. So it's a 3-0 lead for Pittsburgh. Here is San Francisco's lineup. They are going to be opposed by Josh Tomlin, who's making the start this his first postseason start. Those are his numbers from last year. He was even better this year with a 2.34 ERA, 3.11 FIP. Really had not a breakout year, I'm going to say, because he had a really good year last year for the Indians in this franchise series, which is one of the reasons why I signed him, was because he was coming off of a good year. But, definitely the best year of his career with that 2.34 ERA. Didn't even take over as the 5th starter until probably like a third of the way through the year. But once he did get the 5th starter job, he did not look back. So here we go, man on second in the 2nd inning with Buster Posey at the dish. He's going to ground this one pretty hard, but it's right at the third baseman, more or less, Alan Hansen, who makes the play, throw to first in time. So the next batter would be Denard Span. He would ground out, so runner on third with 2 outs for Hunter Pence. He rips one down the right field line. That's going to get all the way into the corner there for a base hit. Played by Granderson off the wall. His throw to second will be not in time. And it's an RBI double for Hunter Pence, making it 3-1 now. The next batter is going to be the pitcher, Jeff Samardzija. He's behind in the count 0-2, but that's a hanging curveball from Tomlin, taken the other way for a base hit. That's going to score a run. Misplayed by Granderson. Samardzija's on his way for second. Of course, he was a former wide receiver in college, so you know he's fast. And he gets into second base safely. Look at him taking that hanging curveball the other way and strolling into second base. 3-2 now is the score. Eduardo Nunez up next. Ground ball. Tough play for Forsythe. He's got to get the speedy Nunez, and he does. A nice play by Forsythe there at second base. Gets Tomlin out of the jam. On to the 3rd inning we go now. Samardzija still out there facing Forsythe with a man on. That one lined pretty hard, but Span is able to make the play out there in center for the 3rd and final out. So on to the bottom half of the 3rd now. Top 4 we go. With 2 outs in the inning, it's Tomlin up at the dish facing Samardzija. And for the 2nd time in as many videos as he's appeared in, Josh Tomlin with a base knock. So he's aboard here with 2 outs. After Marte would single, it is Polanco up. He is going to go down on the slider, striking out, leaving a pair of men on base right there. As we head to the bottom half of the 4th, still a 3-2 ball game. Pittsburgh on top. Now it's top 5. Samardzija still out there facing Granderson. Granderson's going to hit this one pretty well out towards center field. Span going back at the track, turning around, and he makes the catch right in front of the warning track. Granderson just missed a home run right there. So now bottom 5, it is the pitcher up Samardzija. This is Tomlin striking him out of the changeup. This was one of only 2 strikeouts Tomlin had all night. Of course, not really known as a strikeout pitcher, but did not have the strikeout stuff tonight, that is for sure. Facing Eduardo Nunez, this ball's hit well to right field, and it goes by Granderson, who went out for the catch. That's going to go towards right center field. Marte over to play at Nunez on his way to third, and it's going to be a 2-out triple for Eduardo Nunez. A chance here for the Giants now. Josh Harrison up next, 1-0 count. He hits this one pretty well to right field. Granderson tracking it just in front of the warning track, and he's got it for the 3rd and final out. So Tomlin works around the 2-out triple onto the 6th inning. We go, still a 3-2 ball game. Forsythe up, 0-1 count. He's going to hit this one very well towards left center field. That ball back, and that is going to one-hop up over the wall right there for a ground rule double. So Forsythe, the leadoff double. That is going to do it for Samardzija. Bochy comes and relieves his starter on the day, so it's going to be Cody Guerin on in relief for the Giants. He's pitched a pair of shutout innings so far this postseason. Josh Bell is going to be pinch hitting, so this is 2 batters later now after the runner advanced to third on a ground out. Instead of pinch hitting for my pitcher who's due up next, I'm actually going to pinch hit for Nick Hundley, who's due up in the 8th spot, because I wanted to keep Tomlin in the game, but I wanted to get this run home, and I knew I had to put the ball in play to do it, so I brought on Josh Bell. He gets the RBI single. The pitcher, Tomlin, would strike out, and now it's Marte up. He's going to pop out for the 3rd out of the inning. So Bell comes out of the game, Hundley comes out of the game, Tyler Stevenson takes over behind the dish, Tomlin stays in the game, and we get that run. Thought that was some interesting managing on my part, and it definitely worked out because we got the run, and we kept Tomlin in the game. I was looking for at least another inning or 2 out of Tomlin with the way his pitch count was at this moment, not really too high. But he's facing Belt right here. Belt almost takes him yard, then he's going to get a base hit back up the middle there to put a man on in this 6th inning. Belt aboard for the next batter, Joe Panic, up with 1 out. Pitch number 71 of the evening. That one hit pretty well towards left center, and kind of seemed like the game thought I might have a chance at catching that one, because the runner, even though he was on the move on the pitch, he sort of retreated back to first, and Polanco's first step was towards the ball, but my immediate reaction was I got to cut this one off. It looks like it's going to be a gapper. So it's 2nd and 3rd now. Ground ball deep in the hole by Posey. Good play by Crawford to get the man at first. The run does score, so it's a 1-run game once again, now 4-3. But 2 outs for Denard. Span up next, and Span is going to fly one towards left field. Polanco coming in on it, should be able to make the play, and he does. So Tomlin out of the jam, now on to the 7th inning. Still a 1-run lead for the Pirates, 1 out in the inning. Drew Stubbs hitting this one towards right center field. This could be trouble, but Granderson makes the play on the run. A very nice play by Curtis Granderson, taking away extra bases from Drew Stubbs. Next batter is Eduardo Nunez, 3-0 count. That's ball 4. Tomlin misses his 2nd, I think maybe his 1st walk of the day, actually. And that is going to do it. Tomlin's day is going to be done. We're going to turn it over to the bullpen. Derek Law on to try and get the 3rd and final out of the inning, facing Josh Harrison. The 1-2 pitch. Filthy slider right there from Derek Law. Couldn't even locate it, but he just sort of dropped into the top of the zone right there. 4 strike 3 looking. Now on to the bottom of the 8th. It's McCutcheon leading things off. Likely the last at-bat he will get in this game. He goes down on the slider for the 1st out of the inning. Now the next batter is Brandon Belt. He's got 2 strikes on him, the 2-2 count. Belt hitting this one softly off the mound right there, and it's misplayed by Law. His throw to first is not in time. So Belt is going to reach, as that puts the tying run on board. Now Melvin Upton will take over as a pinch runner. Next batter is Joe Panic. Upton moving on the pitch. It's a curveball for a strike throw down, not in time. So Upton takes advantage of the breaking ball. Did not get a good jump, as you're going to see right here. Look at his jump. Very, very poor. But Upton very fast and takes advantage of the slow pitch right there from Derek Law to steal second base. So now the man in scoring position with 1 out of the inning. Joe Panic up next. He's going to hit this one into right field for a base hit. Upton coming around third. He will try to score. The throw from Meadows is in time. Austin Meadows, who had just been double switched into the game when Law came in, and he throws out the runner at home. Unbelievable. Keeps the Pirates in the lead. Next batter is Buster Posey. 2 outs in the inning. He's going to ground this one softly in front of third. Hanson comes in on it, makes the play for the 3rd and final out of the inning, and we head to the 9th. Still on top by a run and 3 outs away from moving on to the NLCS for the 2nd straight year. There's a strikeout for Harris for the 1st out of the inning. Next batter is going to be Hunter Pence. The 2-2 count to Pence. That's strike 3, swinging on the curveball out of the zone. 2 down now. And the Giants are down to their final out of the season. Drew Stubbs is up. Can he keep the Giants alive? No, he does not. Strike 3 looking on the cutter right down the middle. And the Pittsburgh Pirates are moving on to the NLCS for the 2nd straight year. They defeat the Giants 3-1 in the NLDS. And there you have it, celebrating on AT&T Field for the second straight year. Last year it was in the wild card round. This year it comes one round later in the NLDS. But we are moving on. We will take on either Washington or LA in the other. That is the matchup in the other NLDS. But the winner of that will face us in the NLCS. And there you see the celebration one more time on the field. Pittsburgh, a very happy ball club tonight as they will celebrate long into the night here in San Francisco as they move on once again. That is going to do it. Brandon Crawford is your player of the game, as you can see right there with the 3-run home run, pretty much winning us the game there in the first inning. So that is going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.